Hi guys, so welcome to Basic Technology class, Junior Secondary School 1, which is JS1, and we are here to talk about the topic on electric circuit and components of an electric circuit. Let's begin. Now, our content is what is an electric circuit, the basic components of an electric circuit, your project work that you're going to take after this class, you're going to work on, and the key takeaway that you learned from this class. Let's begin. Now, what is an electric circuit? An electric circuit is like a loop or a pathway that allows electricity to flow. It usually includes a power source like a battery, wires, and something that uses electricity like a light bulb. When everything is connected properly, electricity moves through the loop, making things work. If there is a break in the loop, the electricity stops flowing and nothing happens. Now, as I just read, an electric circuit is like a pathway or a loop that allows electricity to flow through it. So imagine it like a racetrack where the cars, of course, the cars which are electric, are on electric current, or that uses electric current, zooms around. For our electric circuit to work, we need, few components few important components for an electric circuit. Now let's move on. We have our basic components. We have our power source, which provides electricity, like the battery or power outlets. What other power source do you think you know besides battery? I can give you like 10 seconds to be able to know which other power source that you can use. Power source is where the electricity comes from, of course, like the battery or a wall outlet. It gives the energy needed to move the electric current around the circuit. Then we move to wires. Of course, we all know what wires are. They conduct electricity, connecting all parts of the circuit. And we have our load that uses the electricity to perform a task, like the light bulb, a motor, or a resistor. Load is any device that uses electricity to work, as they have mentioned, for the example, a light bulb or a fan or a toy. What else? Can you tell me any other example? I'll give you 5 seconds. Just give me one example. All right, good. These are the electricity where it flows through the load to make it work. Like the electricity flows into the load to make our light bulbs work, to make our toys move around, to make our fan turn. I will move to our switch. Our switch controls the flow of electricity by opening or closing the circuit. Switch is like a gatekeeper that can open and close a circuit. When the switch is on, the circuit is complete. That is, when the switch is on, the circuit will do its job and create our current for us. And the electricity flows. When it's off, the circuit is broken and the electricity stops. Now, so as it is in all our switches, if you turn on our switch in your various homes, of course, you will notice if you turn it on, our light will come on. As soon as you turn it on, the work starts. It generates from the switch, the electric current from the switch to our battery, to that, from our wires to our bulbs. And if it goes off, our current will cut off. That's why your light will go off, your light bulb will go off. All right, good. Let's move to the next thing. And this is a diagram of an electric circuit. Now, if you look here, this is where your switch is. Of course, our battery, our bulb, our wire, and our light bulb. Okay, let's move on. Then we have, optional components of an electric circuit. We have our resistor, our capacitor, and our diode. Our resistor limits the amount of electricity. That is the first picture you see. That is our resistor. It limits the amount of electricity flowing through the circuit. We have discussed resistor, where it stabilizes what? Stabilizes our current so that it shouldn't make our current too high or too low. If it's too high, it's going to what? It's going to blow our light bulb. Good. So we have our capacitor. That is the second picture, that stores electrical energy and releases it when it is needed. Then we have our last picture, our diode, that allows electricity to flow in only one direction. In only one direction. All right. Now for your project work, and I hope we all understood the little that I discussed right now, and I'm going to give you a project work to work on at home. Provide an example of where you might find an electric circuit in everyday life, e.g. flashlight or any household appliance. Then you are going to explain how the electric components work together in this example you have given. Then write out 5 things you learned in this course. And after that, you are going to submit your project to this email, okekechinazamMJ@gmail.com. And our key takeaways are what? The functionality, the components. Each part of the circuit, of course, has its own job, and electricity needs a path to flow, which is what? Our wire. Good. For those who answered wire, that is good. All right. This is all for our class, and we're going to meet when you resume from school. All right. Have a nice day.